I'm Nate Drakenator, and today I've got something interesting that I wanted to talk about. I found these dolls at the Dollar Tree today when I stopped by to grab a drink. And I did a little digging because their boxes are really generic and there's not a lot of information on them. It just says fashion doll and then poupée. I actually don't know how to say this, so I'm not going to ruin it by not knowing how to say French. Um, but it says fashion doll in French. I can only assume it's an 11.5 inch doll. It says the same thing on the side, and then on the back there's just sparkles, barcode, and then the address of the company that made it. And the company that made it is Greenbrier International Inc. And I googled them and I looked them up, and it turns out they actually are the company that make almost everything that you can find at your local Dollar Tree. Like, of course, they carry, a Coca-Cola, and sometimes they also carry some overstocked products that start selling for less. Like, I found some My Little Ponies there recently, just the really little, like, story figures. I guess there was, like, a bunch of them that didn't sell well, so they were available there for a while. But I found these today, and I've probably passed them a couple of times, but today I saw that there was a bunch of new ones that I hadn't seen before dress-wise, and I just got a new doll in that I ordered from AliExpress a while ago, and I really wanted to get a dress for her, so I wanted to pick one of these up to take her dress, but then I thought, I'm actually looking at this face, and, well, her face, and I think it's actually really nice, and honestly, I really wanted to pop one of these open and just kind of look at the quality, because I bought it for $1. It can't be good, but, I want to be fair and see if maybe it is okay. But I thought we'd do it together, and I got two of them. I got two different ones so that we can look at them. I love her dress. I love her face. I actually love this doll, and I kind of like just in the box, just looking at her, she looks really nice. I'm really into it. She's got a nice aesthetic. This one I got because it was the only other one that was like different. There's basically like two kinds of dolls, and I got her because I wanted to get a different doll. She doesn't look great. Her box is really scuffed up. She's got some hair kind of around. She's got like her box is a little broken here, and then she's got this big dark scuff mark on her face. So she doesn't look great. I don't know what I'm going to do with her afterward, but I'm definitely probably going to keep this one, at the very least, just to have a different kind of doll, I guess. In any case, I'm going to pop her open first, because I like her a lot more. Yeah. Yeah, alright, that's thing number one. It's kind of difficult to open without tearing the box. You see, I already kind of did that. That's unfortunate, but to be expected. And yeah, she just slides right on out of there. That's pretty nice. So she's not secured in there at all by anything. She's just in that box. First thing I notice is how super duper light she is. She basically weighs nothing. Like, I'm holding air right now. Her dress is made from an even cheaper material than I thought it would be. Like, I knew it was going to be a cheap material. I just sort of wanted to keep this doll dressed because she's been naked for a while, before I could make her some clothes. I just wanted her to be wearing something. It's weird having this naked doll sitting on my desk. It feels almost like paper. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's gross. It's got some Velcro on the back, though. I think it's a nice pattern. She's got some articulation here in her shoulders. So that's articulated. Her head can move it can turn, but it can't really bend down or to this, move around much. She's got really tiny little Barbie feet. I think that might be even smaller than Barbie's. No articulation on the knees, but yeah. Looks like she can move her legs at the thigh at least. So, looks kind of like she can sit down a little bit. Not great. Her dress gets real weird there. But she's got some little shoes on at least. Maybe I can harvest those for something. Oh, yep. That just popped right off. Alright, let's look at this feet. Look at this. Look at this tiny foot. That has to be smaller than a Barbie's. Hang on. The only Barbie I have is the Made to Move Barbie, who I did a different review for. And she's got different feet because they're articulated. But that looks... I don't know. It's hard to tell. Looks a little bit bigger. But maybe it's just because there's a joint there. Man. Alright, let's look at her face. She's got kind of an okay profile, I guess. It's very Barbie-esque. This is definitely like a knockoff Barbie. Her face is super Barbie-esque, and if you really like the Barbie aesthetic, it's probably not terrible. You know, she's got the high sort of hairline at the back here. Wow, she's missing a plug just right there. Sort of shallow ears. Actually, looks like the hairline's different on both sides because this side covers the ear a little bit and this side doesn't. That's a little uneven. It looks kind of like a Barbie head. I don't really like the Barbie heads where they're very ovular and tall. I'm not really into them, so that's just sort of me. From the front, I think she actually looks okay, though. She looks nice. Like, she's got nice makeup around her eyes. She's got nice soft lips. She looks okay from the front. Even from a 3/4. Once you start turning her, I'm like, I'm gonna check out. Her hair is very, very dry. It just came out of the box and it already... Ugh. Look how matted it is. It just came out of the box. I mean, if you're buying this because you really love doing hair, I mean, great. It's not awesome. It looks like it's not even rooted in the middle, but I'm gonna have to slide this off to see. And this is on super tight, so I'm gonna see if I can't slip a screwdriver in here. Get this off. I really don't want to have to cut this. Oh my gosh. Urgh. This matted knot mess of hair. I can probably scoot it aside. Yep. As you can see here, there's no rooting in this area. There's another line here, and then it goes pretty deep down. I think it might, yeah. So you can move the hair and just get these huge bald spots on her. She is not well rooted. And can I get this thing off? I'm gonna have to snip it. It does not want to release this hair. Alright. Give her a shake. Let that hair down. Hey. She looks okay like this. Her hair kind of frames her face better. It's still a matted nightmare. Jeez Louise. Look at that rooting. It's so shallow. There's so little. Yeah. Kind of terrible there. I mean... I don't know what I expected. I paid $1 for this. Yeah, no, terrible. Absolutely miserable. Jeez. Look at that. Let's take her dress off and see what she looks like. Articulation-wise under there. I think she looks pretty skinny. Yo, wait. Does she have waist articulation? What? That's nuts. Even Barbies don't often get that. Oh my god. Wow. Look at this. Well, that sure is something. Alright, so she is way skinnier than a Barbie is. Or at least what I'm used to. Actually, I wish I had a Barbie to compare it to, but I don't. So she's got her triangular torso and her cone boobies here. And boy, she's got some modesty panties on, but they don't look great, and that doesn't look like a waist. It's very abnormal looking. Her hands are not great. They're not very detailed. She's got very distinctive seam lines here and here. Her legs are weirdly like this much is thigh and then this much is calf. It's super weird to look at. She's super duper tall. Like, she's almost she's like 60% leg. It's very weird. So I guess that's gonna be her. I feel like I should name her. I don't know. I have no idea. I've been watching a lot of Power Rangers lately. Let's go with Aisha. She can be Aisha. So we just got to that season where she just got introduced. second one came out just as easily. You can see she's got this big gross scuff mark on her. Her hair's, nope, just as much of a mess. It's just as bad. I can assume it's rooted just as poorly. Yeah, you can just sort of see it in there. Big old bald spot. Doesn't look great. I think her makeup on this one, I actually don't like it as much because she's got blues and teals, which I usually love as a color scheme, but it's just so bright and sort of like clashing. I used to hear like in matches and it looks good and it looks like a cohesive design. Like it looks like she sat down and she did her makeup and she knew what she was doing. And then Kimberly decided like go nuts. And then also she'd never done makeup before. Not great. Her dress also, I think I saw some stains on it. Yeah, like right here she's got some kind of reddish stains. And man, this even feels more like paper. You can hear that crinkle. Ugh, terrible. It bunches up really badly in the back here where the seam line is. It goes straight up. She's got the exact same shoes on. These little pink boys. She's got the same kind of articulation, it looks like. Her hand has the same amount of sort of seam lines and lack of detail. Her head can do... Oh no, her head can actually tilt to the side just a little bit, but not a lot. Head is very squishy, but you can feel the glue at the back. I wonder about hers. Also pretty squishy. Actually better. You can feel the glue, but not as much. Oop. Did I just tear that? I can't tell. I don't think so. Ugh. Terrible. Get off. Alright. Oh, she's got copyright date on the back. Greenbrier International. Ugh. Greenbrier International, aka the parent company of Dollar Tree. Oh yeah. She's got hers on here too, I just didn't notice it. Not great. Same body, different plastic color. Still looks just as terrible. These are not beautiful dolls. These are not well constructed dolls. They smell funny. They smell a little bit chemically and like bad plastic. The only thing left, the only reason I bought it was because I wanted this beautiful dress. This is not even that beautiful, it's just sort of a nice print and a nice color. But just to see, let's see if it does fit on the doll that I got. And also I pulled out one of my Monster High so we can test and see if it works on her too, just to see if you do care about this sort of basic dress. And there was several very nice prints that I saw, lots of nice little fabric colors, very simple, very, very low quality fabric, very poor, and they're all the exact same shape. But just to see, you know, if you want that $1 dress to steal to make a pattern, or yep, tore it, just absolutely tore through it. That's nice. I need to get her arms in the sleeves. That might be nice. She might want that. I mean, I don't know. I might be able to cut those little sleevey straps off and make this a little strapless dress, actually. That might make it look a little bit better. I think the ribbons are a little bit, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of spaghetti straps. I don't think they're very appealing. Yeah, okay, well that certainly fits that body. She looks okay in that. I mean, she could look better. It's sort of a potato sack, but, you know, what are you gonna do? So she looks okay. I actually haven't named this doll yet. I really need to do that. I'm not sure what I'm gonna name her. Maybe you guys have some suggestions for me. So, next up I've got Draculaura here. I already took her bathing suit off. I'm gonna try this dress on her and see if it fits. I think it actually really matches her. Slide on in there, Draculaura. I believe in you. You can get this potato sack on. And boy, oh boy, is it a potato sack. Yeah, no, that certainly does not fit Draculaura. None in the slightest. That is dramatic. Uh, so yeah, no, not gonna work on Monster High, unfortunately. We'll just take that right off of you. This would probably fit like a normal sized Barbie, I think. Um, Now realistically, I would not I would not get these for a child. I wouldn't even get these for myself. The only time I would recommend these is if you have never made a custom doll before and you really want to get into the hobby, but you don't want to ruin any nice dolls. Maybe you go to the dollar store and you get one of these guys to practice on, because I could see you learning how to acetone things off or learning how to reroute hair on a doll like this, but personally, I don't think you need to do that, because if you're patient and you really look, you can find much nicer dolls on for better prices. If you hang out and look for those coupons, if you download Carousel, if you download Cartwheel for Target, if you hit up those Black Friday deals, if you pay attention to the clearance racks, especially at Target and Toys R Us and Walmart, because they almost always have something, uh, you can find a brand new doll for a really good price. You hit up those Five Belows, especially. I've seen a lot of Monster High dolls at Five Below. I've even seen some Equestria girls at Five Below, and those are brand name Hasbro and Mattel dolls. They're really good. Uh, you can definitely get those, and you can find them for $5 to $10 if you're patient and you look carefully. And if you don't mind buying used dolls on eBay or at a local flea market or a yard sale, you can get them for even less, and you get a much better doll that's a lot less prone to breaking. I can feel these in my hand that they want to snap apart. You can buy a doll that has nice, non-matted, crappy hair. I mean, really, your kid doesn't need this. There's really nothing here, other than it is physically a doll that can be played with. If you're on a car trip and you left your favorite doll at home and you want something to play with on the way to grandma's, maybe. I really think that just overall, look around, because you can absolutely find better dolls for just a little bit more, and this dollar would be better spent on an art pad to draw on, or a 99-cent movie on Amazon. Really, basically anything. You don't need this in your life. But that's all I've got for you today. I hope you have. But that's all I've got for you today. If you enjoyed this video, you can leave it a like or subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this one. And I hope you have a really good day. See you later.